Hey, what's up guys? It's Lance, and currently I am under a bus stop, as you can see, and it's kind of raining outside. It's about 6:25 p.m. on Thursday. I think it's September 10th, I'm not sure. I'm currently about to watch a movie, M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit. But I know what you're thinking. Why would I start a vlog at this time? It's like, why would I do that? It's about to be the end of my day, but I just figured, why the fuck not? So I'm gonna get out of here before people start trying to think why the fuck I'm talking to myself. So it looks like I got off the bus a little too early, and now I have to walk all the way around just to get to the theater. I guess I was a little bit excited. I don't know if the camera's a little bit too pointed to my face right now because I don't have the monitor out, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in myself, but I'm okay. I'm gonna get there safely. It's just that I hate that it's raining. That's the only thing. I wish it happened another day. But anyway, right now I'm going to the movies, and my pants are falling because I'm carrying some weight in these pockets. I'm currently cutting through the most creepiest underpass I've ever seen in my life. This is what I go through to go to the movies right now. Like, honestly, this is ridiculous. Oh man, I like how the color of my umbrella looks on this, but right now I'm using my iPhone because I just couldn't risk my camera getting damaged. So right now I'm just walking. Okay, now I'm about where I need to be. I just went all the way around. Oh fuck, on this huge puddle, and like my foot is like horrible right now. I can only imagine the pain that I'm suffering right now. You know, my Vans, I just ruined a perfectly good pair of $30 Vans, okay? $30 Vans, okay? I paid $30 for these. Well, no, actually my mom did, but you know, it was still $30, okay? I still technically spent $30, all right? And I ruined it right now. So now I'm headed to the movies, and I don't know if I'm gonna have a good time now because I'm gonna be wearing wet sneakers. They're not even sneakers, they're flat-footed. This is the Bronx, by the way. It's around Bay Plaza. It's a really interesting area. I wish I could take out my other camera, but this camera doesn't do that bad. I mean, it's an iPhone still, you know. It's, you know, it's about to be outdated. You know, they got the 6S coming out, but still, you know. Look at those nice little birds in the sky. Flock. Right there is my destination, and I'm almost there. I'm walking. I could have avoided all of this if I just got off the right fucking stop. Instead of getting the tickets for 7 o'clock, I wound up getting them for 8 because there was simply more seats available. And yeah, I think I'm probably gonna try to see if I can visit my friend. He works at a store around here, so I might as well just pay him a visit, maybe. So I'm currently in the mall right now, just waiting until I can finally go in to see the film. So since I switched from the 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. showing, I'm waiting an hour technically. You know, I'd rather have done that because I don't want to sit in the front and just not have a good viewing experience and risk breaking my neck. So I think it'll be better to just watch the movie in a comfortable space, even if that means I have to wait an extra hour. So it doesn't really matter to me. I'm fine. I need to be out anyway. I've been home all day. To be honest with you, it was a very interesting day. I did a lot of emails. I wrote a lot of people regarding some things that's both happened in the past and hope to happen in the future. It's been a very interesting few hours. I've gotten in touch with people that I haven't been in touch for a while, and it's just interesting, you know. I hope that everything works out with what I'm trying to do now, and I also hope that you know, everything is cool, and then like everything is just a-okay. That's all I really hope for. People behind me are trying to watch The Perfect Guy. They didn't know that there was no tickets today, only tomorrow. Okay, so I just got out the movies, and it's currently pouring like shit. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that it is really, really bad outside, and luckily I'm under this little cover right here, else I would be drenched myself. I just got out from seeing M. Night Shyamalan's The Gift, and I was surprised to say that I actually really enjoyed the movie. It's not a great film, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not an extravagant movie, but like it knows what it wants to be, and I thought it was a pretty decent, solid movie. And some people didn't, you know, probably won't like it, but to be honest with you, like, this was a very good step in the right direction for, you know, Shyamalan, even after making like The Last Airbender and all these other terrible films like The Happening and all, you know, just all these like missteps for the director. I think that he really took a step in the right direction. I'm just trying to fix this now. Okay. Alright, I think that's a little better. Anyway, what I would like to talk about today is, or what I would like to talk about right now, I just got back from seeing The Visit. It was a really good movie. Really enjoyed it. Really recommend it. But I really want to just talk about this you know, this thing just got into my head right now. Regarding, you know, it's the end of the summer, you know what I mean? The summer has passed. I guess you could say, like, it's taken me a little while to, like, understand that, but, you know, it's passed, it's gone. You know, Labor Day has came and went, and right now we're gearing up for the fall, and I should be out, you know, shopping for my peacoats and my my mittens and my muffs, everything basically. I should be shopping for all of that right now for the new season. Because it's going to start getting colder and colder in New York City, and soon I'm not going to be able to just wear a tank top or t-shirt and shorts outside. Soon I'm going to be having to wear the whole package, and it's going to last for maybe about 6 months or so. And I keep on forgetting that, but it's going to happen. But what that really just brings up in my mind, like, what that reminds me of is, like, you know, past, like, the recent year that just passed. Like, the summer was a really cool time. You know, I wasn't doing that much stressful things that I was, you know, in months beforehand, which I will get to in a minute. Like, what I was doing basically was just, you know, working and making YouTube videos, and I felt that, you know, that was a perfect way maybe to occupy my time during the summer, because, you know, not only am I making a little bit of money, also I'm just trying to do something that I find interesting, something that I find a little bit, you know, joyful, something that I actually can put myself into, just lose myself into, and perhaps gain maybe 1 or 2 people as an audience. It has been a good 3 months. That's basically what I'm saying, and I hope to continue to make YouTube videos for the perceivable future, because I feel like, you know, this is a really terrific medium to post anything, and I might as well just post something, because I feel like I have so much to tell. And you know, regardless of how many films I make, and short films or feature films or documentaries, I feel like there's always a new story to tell. So I feel like this will be a great medium just to do that. But anyway, regarding last winter, last spring, last fall too, because it all started in the fall. Last fall, I was a student in Brooklyn College. I am still a student in Brooklyn College technically. And I was just gearing up for the semester. And then basically 2 weeks pass in the semester. I'm hitting the books hard. Here comes a call from this person, and it's somebody's assistant. And this somebody who has this assistant is a major established individual in the film industry, and he wants me to intern for him. I had interned for him previously for 2 weeks until basically things had to just be put on hold, because he was a very busy man and he had so much to do, and he really couldn't put his time and effort into having an intern. But I got that call and I was all for it. I was all for it, and I did it. And at first it was a cool experience, because you always want to be in that established person's atmosphere, because you want to be that established one day. You know, as somebody in any field, doesn't have to be filmmaking, could be anything. Like, if you wanted to be an engineer, right? If you wanted to be an engineer, you would love to spend time with an established engineer, making money, you know, living off of doing what he or she loves, right? You would love to spend time with that just so you could learn a bit. So I was doing that for a few months, right? And you know, I did it, but then after a while I felt like, you know, especially since I was gonna go into my spring semester, I felt like, you know what, I think that this has been a great time, but I feel like I just need to just end this and maybe, you know, just end it on a great note. Thank you so much for your time, things like that. Just end it like that. And I tried to, but I wasn't able to necessarily because the system was giving me a hard time, as well as I was just getting different messages from different people, and I didn't understand how to react to that. And I got calls and calls, and a lot of promises were made that were not kept. And it's unfortunate that things happen like that, but it was true. And you know, at the time I was also working at a movie theater. I had my job, right? And I was a student, right? So I was doing 3 things, right? I was going to school, I was working, and I was working my internship. Basically I was working for money, and then I was working just to get my foot in the door. And I did that, and it lasted for a while. And I feel, you know, the reason why I'm mentioning this now in this video is because I feel like I want to spend my fall, my winter, and my spring very differently than I did last year. I want to be able to do stuff that I want to do, and not necessarily have to, like, you know, just do it just because I know that it will potentially lead to something else, in which last year's case it didn't, but I'm just saying, like, I had that in my mind and it will potentially lead to something else. I want to do things that make me happy. I want to be able to be like, okay, I'm going to do these YouTube videos because I like doing them. I like sitting down, I like making them, I like talking to the camera, I like showing the camera my world, how I look through. You know, how I look at the world. I like showing maybe a small audience how I look at things, you know. So I do that, and I'm gonna continue doing it, and it's great. And I don't understand why I didn't start sooner, but you know what, I'm doing it now, so that's all that matters. And you know, I want to be able to, like, meet the people that I feel like, you know, could potentially move me, and just, you know, just be like, develop that friendship / bond with, and you know, on a professional and personal level. I want to be able to just do things, you know what I mean? I felt like I wasn't really doing that much last year, even though I had the internship, even though I had the job, which was terrible, and even though I was going to school. It still did not seem as fulfilling as I wanted it to be, and it was not necessarily fulfilling at all. I've spoken to tons of people and they all tell me the same thing. Oh man, you didn't really learn too much. You just did the same thing over and over again. And I'm getting a text message now. You can wait. And you know, every time I hear that, I'm just like, damn, man. You know, because like every time I'm asked about it, I'm always the nicest person, like with anything. Like I try never to bash anybody. I would never do that because I feel like, why? And I still won't do that. That's not me. But I will say, like it is or whatever. I just feel as if though last year wasn't the best time. It was a very weird year. Let's just say that. My 19th year was very weird. Regardless of that, I was just going through other things, and it was just I just can't understand it now that I'm talking about it. But like, what I basically want to just like say is that the summer has been great, but now since the fall is upon us, I just want to make the most out of it, and I'm all about it. I'm all about making the most out of everything. I'm all about keeping that positive attitude, and I just want to keep that throughout everything I'm doing, whether it's working my current job, whether it's doing these YouTube videos, or whether it's just meeting new people, or conversating with the same people, or just, you know, I just want to be moving. I don't want to stay in one place. I just want to be moving, and I hope that I'm able to do that. And I know that this video is kind of going to be different than what I'm usually putting on here, because recently I haven't really been sitting down and talking to a camera. Usually I'm just taking this camera and going outside and just showing you a dose of what I do, or you know, what my everyday life is when I'm maybe not working or whatever, and when I have the free time to do so. Yeah, so you know, I just wanted to say that, you know, cheers to the new year. Even though the new year is technically not to January, I don't care. It feels like a new year for me. The summer's over. Let's get to the fall, and then eventually to the winter. You know, let's get the pea coats out. I mean, everybody's not gonna agree with this, but you know, I love the summer, and I cannot wait for next summer. But there's always gonna be that time in between, and what I'm saying is that I want to make that time in between the best time I can possibly imagine, and I want to keep on doing this periodically, you know, all the time. So that's all I really wanted to say. You know, summer was great, and yeah, you know, it was great, and now I just can't wait for the fall, and I cannot wait for the winter, and I cannot wait to see what comes. That's all I want. I'm just so excited about everything, like what I'm doing, this YouTube thing, everything. I'm so excited, and I just hope you guys, who's ever watching, you know, you like what you see, and you will stick around. That's all I can hope. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. Please, if you guys want to, you guys could like, you could favorite, you can do whatever you want, you can comment. Please, I always respond back to comments. I love conversating with anybody, and who am I, right? I'm nobody. I would, like, of course I'm gonna respond back to you. I'm not, you know, I just want to have a good conversation. I just want to have a good time. I'm all about the peace and love, you know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds corny. You know, people would say it sounds corny, and it's not realistic, but you know what? That's all I'm about. I'm all about the peace, and I'm all about the love. So, peace and love. Yeah, so it's currently 11:29 p.m. I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. So yeah, I probably should just turn off the camera and go to bed, but I just really wanted to just get this off my chest, you know. Last year was weird for me, and I just really wanted to just talk about it. Thank you so much for watching. You have yourself a terrific day, and remember always to smile. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.